I'm Matt Marvin. Today I wanted to go over with you in the IDs software how we can calibrate an image. It's something that can be a multiple step process in most other software programs, and so for us we really wanted to streamline this as much as we possibly could. So we've really tried to minimize the number of clicks that you have to do and also some ways to double check that the image calibration actually took place. So let me show you on my computer screen. I've got two examples for us today. I wanted to show you one in inches and also one in metric. So let's go ahead and take a look at those examples. So on my screen here, I've got Latent print pulled up and we can see that it's here in metric. And what I'm going to point out here is that if we start at this line and go all the way over to this line on the image, we're going to be at 2 centimeters. So there's two places you can access the image calibration tool. You can go up to Tools and you can go to Image Calibration, or you can also access this function just above the images here in the Calibrate Selected Image button. I'm going to go ahead and click on this Calibrate Selected Image and we're going to see this image pull up. Now you have a zoom slider down here at the bottom and you can zoom in or you can zoom out. And what I'm going to do on this image is I'm going to go ahead and slide myself up to the top of the image here and zoom in so I can really see the details of that scale. The closer you can get, the more accurate your measurement will be. The more accurate your measurement is, the better your calibration will be. Down here on the left-hand side, you're going to see the original image resolution, both in pixels per inch, pixels per centimeter, as well as the pixel image width, as well as the pixel image height. In the upper right-hand corner, we've got an option to select the unit of measurement. So UOM is unit of measurement. And the options we built in here are centimeters, millimeters, or inches. So for this one, let's go ahead and work with centimeters. So we're going to choose centimeters. And what we want to do now is it gives us a little bit of an instruction. Please make centimeter selection. So I know that if I start right up here in this corner and I'm going to choose the right side of this line and I drag all the way over to the right side of this line and then release my left mouse button, now I can enter in how many of my unit of measurement this is. In this example, my unit of measurement being centimeters, I know that this is 2 centimeters, so I'm going to change that to 2, and I'm going to go ahead and hit set. Now, when I drug that across, you may have noticed that the selection area actually made a box. And if you do anything on an angle, that's fine. This will work with, the image calibration tool will work with any angle you choose to make a measurement across. Just don't worry about the dotted line box. It's measuring corner to corner, and that's just the mathematical formula that we're using in order to apply the image calibration. So if you see a box, we're choosing corner to corner on that. Again, not a big deal. So now going back to the screen here, after we've selected centimeters and we made that measurement, we can double check that measurement. So we can just click again, and now we're going to see a yellow text box, and it's going to be telling us what our measurement is, and here we see we're right at 2.00 centimeters. If for some reason you messed that up, in the upper right hand corner here, you just click to remeasure the selection, and you can start over. You can make that selection again. Again, the right side of that, here's that box I was talking about. You'll see that box. Again, we're measuring corner to corner on a box for our formula. And select it, that's 2 centimeters. Hit save, and then I'm going to come over to the right hand side here and I'm going to hit save to film strip. Now pay attention to the bottom of the screen while I do this. In the lower left hand corner you see this original image information, and then on the right hand side you see calibrated image information. You already see underneath calibrated image information that the number of pixels isn't going to change. The original is going to be 2096, the calibrated is going to be 2096 on width, and the height is going to be the same as well. But once I hit save to film strip, it's going to do two things. One, it's going to save this image to the film strip, and it's going to put a prefix under it that says CAL_ and then the original file name. Once this is done calibrating, now when I hit OK, pay attention to that calibrated image information down in the lower right-hand side. Now we're going to see this updated. This is actually a 2,585 pixel per inch image, which we give you the pixels per centimeter equivalent there. But again, you're going to see that the image width in pixels and the image height in pixels don't change because we're not resampling this image. So once we're done, through this tool, we also have the ability to go ahead and click to prepare this for APHIS. I'm going to click it just to show you that it's available here. We're going to do a completely separate tutorial on APHIS prep, but once I click that, you're going to see now we have our typical APHIS preparation options including file types and resolution. Once I'm done here, I'm going to close out. And now you're going to see in the film strip, we've got this CAL underscore, and my file name here was just metric for the metric example I was going to use. So I can go ahead and load that image into Image Pane 1. And when it's finished loading, we're going to see that 2,585 pixel per inch resolution of the image. So that's a calibrated image. Just to give you another example here, let's go ahead and load in our inches, and let's do a calibration on our inches. So this one, let's go ahead and access it through our Tools menu. So in the upper left-hand corner, let's select Tools, and we're going to go to Image Calibration, and it's going to pull up our image calibration options just like we had before. This time I'm not going to mess with zooming in or out. I've pretty much got my entire area that I want to work with on my ruler selected here. I could maybe zoom in a little bit and grab just a little bit more detail on my inches, but it's not going to be much more, not enough that I'm going to hassle with zooming in right now. So if I go ahead and select inches in my unit of measurement, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to grab this line right here, right on the corner, and I'm going to drag it up. Again, you'll see that box, no big deal. And I release when I'm at 1 inch. And now I'm going to select 1 and hit set. And then I can double check my measurement by clicking and remeasuring it right here, 1.00 inches. So that's great. I can save it to my film strip. And hit OK. Close out of that, and what we're going to see now is I have the CAL underscore inches in my film strip. So I know which image is my calibrated image, and once it's done loading, again, we're going to see that resolution and the header change. This one is actually a 4,347 pixel per inch image. We have some pretty high resolution cameras at our office. So that's how we go about calibrating an image. Now, an important thing to note is one thing we love about our calibration tool is that you can calibrate over any measurement. So as long as it's a whole integer, a whole number, 1, 2, 3, 4, no decimals or fractions or anything like that. So let's say I have a 7 centimeter palm print, and if I take a measurement and I make a small error on my measurement at 1 centimeter, and then I apply that to the entire image, it compounds itself across the entire image. Whereas if I make a measurement across the entire 7 centimeters and I make a small error in my measurement, then it's a very small error for the entire image. So the great thing about this tool, again, being that we can measure across any whole number, any integer, as long as it's not a fraction or a decimal. So that should let you use your entire ruler that's available in your image. So one last thing that you need to know, and let's come back to this computer screen and let me show you, is the print option. So when you go File and you go to Print, if for any reason you want to print a calibrated image, one-to-one image, go File and then Print Image. And then you get a few different positions. You could do anywhere across the top or the center or the bottom. The print size normal is 1-to-1. So again, this is really important to know. Print size normal is 1-to-1. You could do a fit to page or stretch to page or fill page, any of these. But the one that's important to know is going to be this normal is 1-to-1. And of course, you can set your margins and things like that there as well. So that's a super quick, super easy way to do a calibration. You can do it in inches, you can do it in centimeters, you can do it in millimeters, you can do it across the entire length of a scale, and you can print it 1-to-1 very quickly, very easily. We hope you're loving the software. We know that we do. You can reach us anytime at 1-866-TEAM-RSA, or you can reach us on our website at www.ronsmithandassociates.com. Again, I'm Matt Marvin. I'm the Latent Print Technical Manager with Ron Smith & Associates at our headquarters office in Collinsville, Mississippi. Take care, have a great day, and God bless.